Hi everybody, today we're going to talk about greatest common factor, almost always referred to as GCF, and factoring expressions. So let's just review. The greatest common factor is going to be the largest number, hence the greatest, that divides evenly into two or more numbers. I'm going to go through the ladder with you. I'm going to go through the ladder method with you. There are lots of methods for factoring. There's a factor tree, lots of things. So feel free to factor how you want. I'm just going to go through this method with you because I find it to be very organized on the paper. So our goal right now is to find the greatest common factor of 4x and 12x. So the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to write 4x and 12x right on my paper, as you should do too. And then I'm going to draw what looks like this upside down division bar. And I'm going to say, okay, self, what evenly goes into 4x and 12x? We can start with the coefficient 4 and 12. Well, I know that 4, I'm going to change the color. We can divide 4 evenly. And when we do this, 4x divided by 4 is x. 12x divided by 4 is 3x. Done with the first thing. Now I'm going to look at this again, and I'm going to keep doing this. I'm going to say, okay, x and 3x, do they have anything in common? Why, yes, Mrs. Kibler, they do. I'm going to draw another upside down division bar, and I'm going to say, okay, well, what evenly goes into x and 3x? Well, that would be x. X divided by x is not x, alert, it is 1. X divided by x is 1. 3x divided by x is 3. And now I'm going to say, okay, do 1 and 3, do they have anything left in common? No, they do not. They are both prime numbers. That means that I am done. And my greatest common factor is 4 times x. So this is my GCF, 4 times x, which is, we can rewrite that also as 4x. That is my greatest common factor. Might have gone through that a little fast. If you need to stop and rewind and watch that again, you can, but that is the ladder method for factoring two expressions, two terms, not expressions. Okay, let's try another one. This time we're going to factor an expression. Same kind of way. What I'm going to do is I'm going to start by writing 3x plus 12, and then I'm going to draw my upside down division bar, and I'm going to say, okay, well, what evenly goes into 3x and 12? If you said 3, you were right. I feel like a game show host. Okay, 3x divided by 3, I'm going to be left with x. I'm going to bring down that plus sign, and then I'm going to say 12 divided by 3. Well, that's going to give me 4. Now I say, okay, x and 4, do they have anything in common? No, they don't. That means we're done. This one was a little easier. This right here is my lonesome greatest common factor. There's nothing to multiply there when there's just one. Now watch what I'm going to do. I am going to write the greatest common factor on the outside of this, and in parentheses, I am going to put what's left over, x plus 4. So this came from right here, and that is my factored expression. We can test this because we can, I'm just going to come right over here, I'm going to rewrite this, 3 times x plus 4. Since we are so good at distributing right now, we can go ahead and say, well, 3 times x is 3x, and 3 times positive 4 is positive 12. And that's our check that we factored it correctly because, bam, it's right there. Now, last thing, got a couple more examples for you. Let's try this one. So same thing, I am going to write negative 2x minus 6. I'm going to start there. I'm going to draw my upside down division bar. and I am going to say, well, these both divide by 2. Negative 2x divided by 2 is negative x. Bring down my subtraction sign, or call it negative 6. Either way works. 6 divided by 2 is 3. So my factored expression is 2 times negative x minus 3. There is one other way to do this here. Or we could have, you might have noticed this when I did it the first time, we could have taken a negative 2 out here. If I noticed that both of these are negative, I could factor out a negative 2, and that is fine as well. So that would leave me with x. And when you factor out a negative 2 from this negative 6, you get a positive 3. So my other factored expression, they're both correct, would be this. And again, you can use the distributive property to check both of these to make sure it goes back to negative 2x minus 6. You're probably asking yourself, no, you're probably not, but can you do this with more than 2 terms? And yes, you can. So watch what I'm going to do here. I'm not even going to rewrite this one. I'm just going to put my upside down division bar, and I'm going to say, okay, what do these all divide by evenly? Let's start with 2. So 6x divided by 2 is 3x. Bring down my minus sign or my negative sign. 18 divided by 2 is 9. 12y divided by 2 is negative 6y. I'm going to say we can still divide this by 3. So I'm going to keep going. And now I have these 3 terms that don't have anything in common. So I am done. This is my greatest common factor, my GCF, 2 times 3, which is 6. So I'm going to put the 6 down, and in parentheses, I'm going to put what's left over so that I have my completely factored expression.